I recently had a dream about I was younger and there was an authority figure teaching, okay? And they were teaching me something that I knew wasn't true, wasn't right, or a more complicated way of doing something. And they were very, and then they wanted me to accept this. They wanted me to accept it. And then they wanted me to go tell everybody else, all of the rest of the students out on the playground, to accept it as well. Okay. And so what I was taking from this was you could be, I'm speaking to a collective of people who is waking up, breaking out of the matrix, or realizing that we are in, you know, we are in an illusion where we are told things, taught things that simply do not make sense. We are almost taught a lot of things opposite of the truth, like the sun gives us skin cancer, is one example. Okay, when this couldn't be further from the truth, it heals us. Okay, things like that. And so I refuse to do it. I refuse to go tell everyone else in the crowd or in the class that what they were expecting us to do was what we should do. Okay? And which makes sense because I have been like that all of my life. I was sent to a private school, a Lutheran school, and we had religion class every day. I went to church. We had youth group, all of the things. And I was always questioning the governing laws. I was always questioning why they were saying this was the only one right way and everyone else was going to hell and all of the things. So I was always questioning that. But I'm talking, and this may be the case for you, right? You've always went against the grain. You've always been rebellious. You could be an Aquarius. Okay, that's very common for Aquarius energy. But whatever it is, like putting an end to the illusion, to being trapped, to being stuck. You're waking up. You're realizing that all of history has been written to, it's a bunch of lies, what they teach us in school, right? I could go on for a very long time, but whoever you are, you're waking up to this. You are seeing that everything that we have been taught, this programming, is not real. You're going through an awakening, right? The blinders have been taken off, right? The Death card and the Eight of Wands, an end to the illusion, an end to the blinders being on. Like you're waking up and you're realizing, right, that oh, wow, everything that I was taught was not true. And feeling like nobody can make you can't go back. Once you see, you cannot unsee. It's not possible. Some people try, they try, but eventually they're going to come back around because you can't deny the illusion that we are brought up in. Okay. With the Lovers here, you've made a conscious decision, right? You've made a conscious decision to choose yourself. You're coming into union with yourself. You are rejecting, right? You're rejecting what you've been taught, what you have been programmed to see. Okay. Let me see what else they were talking about in this. Oh, a song that could be significant is Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall. Okay, that could be significant to you. You could be hearing that, right? It's like you have just really been thinking about all the seeds that were planted all of your life. And you're reprogramming yourself, right? You're becoming awake. You're walking away from this old way of being, okay? You're not blindly following what anyone tells you to do anymore. You're not believing what's fed to you through media in any way, shape, or form anymore, right? Here's another decision, right? You have come to a point where choose could be significant for you at this time, right? You've come to this, you're doing your own research. You're figuring it out on your own. You are no longer blindly, right? You made a decision to start diving in yourself, Okay. And then they're playing the song A Whole New World, A Whole New World for me. And so you are starting to see. And so during this time when you are starting to, when we go through an awakening, we start to see the illusion that is here, the masks, right? And how the mask is taken off and you can see clearly, right? That can be heavy. Okay. That can be very heavy, but have an understanding that, there is bliss in this. There is beauty in this, right? There is freedom in this of breaking out of the matrix, right? Turning the wheel in your favor, seeing through the lies and the illusion. Okay. So whoever you are, right? Be patient. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself, that you're resting, right? Because this can be a very heavy process when it first happens. You could even be having dreams, right? About people eluding you, or you're not going to be eluded anymore. Okay. And what Spirit is telling me, right, having dreams, right, sleepless nights, but what Spirit is telling me that you are calling in your soul tribe is coming in, right, bonding with like-minded individuals. Okay, with the Six of Cups and the Two of Cups here, you have people coming in who will support you on this journey, who will have an understanding. And they're talking to me about knowing that this is the time of the great awakening on the planet, right? The dawning of the age. It's the age of Aquarius. Like, people are waking up and seeing, right? We have to move into something different. We're no longer able to sustain the old way of living. Okay? The old way of living causes disease, makes us unhappy, makes us sad. Right? And so we're receiving information, you're receiving information, new information that is teaching you a different way. So make sure that you are taking care of yourself through this process, and know a big part of the message was that everything is going to be okay. Breaking free, being free, realizing that this is programming. Part of the reason that we come here is to evolve out of this, is to break free from this. Right? So congratulations, because you woke up, right? You can see clearly. Now you can live freely. You're no longer asleep. You're awake. And there is so much freedom in that. I love you.